All right.
I'll be back. I'm just sharing the link actually.
Okay, all right. So we had just started discussing about how do you approach a person who has a mental health concern. So talking about what actual good mental health is, and that meant when a person has good mental health, it's a state of well-being where they are able to make effective decisions, that they are able to balance the stresses in their life effectively, they have good coping skills, they have healthy relationships, etc. So this all implies that their emotional well-being is good, their mental, they do not have any concerns with respect to their mental health. Certain in certain situations, we were talking about how anxiety or even depression or low mood, in certain situations it is normal or it is expected. After a disappointment or after a poor performance before an exam, we can expect certain changes, right? Mood changes, emotional changes, or if somebody really frustrates us, we're supposed to react with anger. All of this is normal, right? But if it starts to become longer than what it is supposed to be, right? Even after the stress has disappeared, but the mood issues continue and it starts to affect different domains of their life, right? Personal, social life, work life, their health, physical health starts getting affected, and so on. All of this starts to become what we call as a mental health concern. So again, the viewers had sent in saying that more than 90% of them actually know a person who has a mental health concern.
Mental health. Yes, ma'am.
Why is mental health awareness so important? Why do we need to know how to interact with a person who has mental health concerns? The first thing is the number of people in the risk populations are going up. Okay, even recently we saw how the rate of suicides are going up. Okay, that is one. Two is, yes, mental health is becoming destigmatized to an extent that more people are talking about it. For example, right now also, your club, your college is more open to discussing the topic, something as simple as that. But in reality, if you look at the ratio of professionals to the number of people who have concerns, it's a very bad match, right? In schools, they say, right, for every 60 students or 50 students, we need one teacher for effective management. We don't have that kind of a ratio when it comes to professionals. So again, then you don't have to be a mental health professional to interact with a person who has a mental health concern, right? So some of the common things that we see, who are these people? One is anxiety, severe anxiety, anxiety disorders is something which is very common. Depression is something which is very commonly heard of now, and it's commonly spoken about. A lot of celebrities, a lot of well-known people have also come out in the open to talk about their personal struggles, which has helped people see that anybody can get it, right? It's not, you're not immune to it. Uh, at the same time, like I mentioned, we also, I was talking about how there is a lack of mental health professionals to the number of people who actually have these concerns. These concerns, like I said, anxiety, depression, substance use is something which is also very common. Chronic alcohol use, chronic substance use. And then we also have personality related issues, which means right from childhood, certain concerns are developing. As long as you are in a school structure or college structure, um, it is not that easy to point out, but throughout they would might be having difficulty in having, say, stable relationships. They're not able to understand why they're not able to have a stable relationship, why they always have difficulty in close relationships. There are several personality related issues as well. So I'm not going to go into all of those mental health concerns, but we will stick to something which people can commonly relate. Yes, which is anxiety and depression, I think would be easier to relate, right? So like I mentioned, one is the population is going up, the number of people with mental health concerns. It's actually said that 1 in every 6 people are either going through a concern or have had an episode already, right? It is that common.
Common.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
But in our culture, we don't speak about negative emotions.
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody wants to talk about depression or anxiety. Anxiety, at least, okay. Depression, they want to stay
They
away
don't
from
talk.
it.
Yes, ma'am.
They'll consider it a weakness, and
Yes, ma'am.
they fear being judged. So these are a couple of things that even in the question that we put out is, what is the fear in talking about your concern? Most of the individuals have responded, it is the fear of being judged, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Which I think you and I, Shrikara, we both know that right from childhood, we are living in a very judgment related culture
Yes, ma'am.
where we are
Yes,
told,
ma'am.
how to walk, how to talk, how to dress, when to cry, that, boys shouldn't cry, girls can cry,
Yes,
boys
ma'am.
should play, girls shouldn't play. We are always told how to be and how not to be, right? And in that
Yes,
same
ma'am.
way, we are never told to discuss negative emotions. You come back after winning a cup medal in school, you will talk about it. But if you come back after failing in something, there is so much of fear, right?
Yes,
There
ma'am.
is so much of fear, and that fear is because we feel failure is going to be punished, weakness is going to be punished, that we are going to be judged. This all of these things are very common, right? Common concerns,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Right. And also, there's a lot of stigma related to mental health. For example, people feel that earlier it used to be that mental health, people with mental illnesses, that it was also contagious. That is one of the myths which is there, that
Yes, ma'am.
with someone who is depressed, I will also get depression.
Get
Or
depressed.
people with mental illnesses, they are weak people, and they might get aggressive, that there is no cure, that they need to be pushed away from the community. There's a lot of discomfort associated with the group. So there's a lot of myths, which means false beliefs about this group,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
has prevented us from talking about it very
Talking
openly.
about depression.
Like, even
Yes, ma'am.
now, I think still date, even though mental health awareness is so commonly spoken about, even till date, when I bring up the concept of a psychiatrist to my clients, they will back off. They will say, no, I will be in counseling for 50 years also, but I will not go towards a
Not go
psychiatrist.
to psychiatrist.
But they will go to a doctor and have multiple injections, multiple medicines, stay on antibiotics for days after days. It's the
But the
same, but they will back
kind
off
of
from
yes, ma'am.
a psychologist or a psychiatrist. In fact, I think nowadays with some people, I even use the word counselor instead of a psychologist, because
Psychiatrist. Yes, ma'am.
there's a difference there about how much open-mindedness is there about this. Okay. Now, from the other side also, that is from the people who know people, right? If you know somebody with mental health concerns, I had put out a question about, why do you hesitate to talk to them, or what are the
Yes,
thoughts
ma'am.
that go through your mind, right? And a couple of the things were that they fear that by talking about it, they will make the other person feel weak. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Another thought which came up is, if I ask them how they are feeling, does that will make me responsible for them, and I don't want that responsibility.
Responsibility. Yes, ma'am.
And another thought is, if I ask a person with a mental health concern, uh, how he or she is doing, what if they start crying and they start pouring out everything? Then I don't want to, it will become very overwhelming for me, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
these are some of the thought processes which are coming up in our minds when we want to interact with a person who has a mental health concern, right? So if you look at
Right, ma'am.
most of these statements, Shrikara, it is, a lot of it has to do with personal discomfort, right? A lot of it has to do with
Yes,
your
ma'am.
own discomfort rather than their
Then
discomfort.
other
You are
yes, ma'am.
very uncomfortable for some reason, right? It's probably because of these reasons mentioned. No, you don't want them to become dependent on you. You may not know what is the right thing to say. What if I say the
How
wrong
to
thing?
speak. Yes, ma'am.
Push them off somewhere. There's so much of fear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, but mental health concern, like I said, the line is very thin between a person who has normal anxiety for 5 days and somebody who has it for a month. It's duration.
Nice,
It's
ma'am.
as simple as that. Sometimes it's
Just that.
duration.
Nice, ma'am.
For some people, it can be anxiety, which they can cope and get over with it in 5 days. For somebody else, they may need a little extra help, right? But that doesn't make them a population that you have to stay away from or to be afraid of. In fact, you can live a healthy, long life with a mental health concern, but you you will you will not have any of these this distress particularly, unless somebody else
Nice, ma'am.
makes you feel that. Okay, so quickly, I just want to talk about then, like I said, you don't have to be a mental health professional to support a
Talk.
person
Nice, ma'am.
with a mental health concern. You don't need to be a professional, right? You can be a neighbor, you can be a family
A
member, you
friend.
can be a friend, you can be a college classmate, you can be any one of these people, right? To be able to support a person. And by support, it doesn't mean that they become your responsibility. That is what I think a
Nice,
lot
ma'am.
of people fear, that if I ask, then it's my responsibility.
My
If they tell me something, is it my responsibility?
best, ma'am.
Especially in the case of, I think, suicidal ideations. People fear that if my friend tells me that he's thinking of
Yes.
suicide, that, oh my God, I have this information. No, what do I do? Or like if I ask a particular question, how are you feeling, and my friend starts crying, I am very uncomfortable with the tears. I don't want to be in that vicinity, right? I don't want to deal with this big box of worms which I've opened up. That is how we always feel, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
support doesn't have to be about responsibility, the kind that you have to hold their hand lifelong. It can be as simple as the right thing said at the right time, or it can even be not saying anything at the right time, right? As simple as that.
Yes, ma'am.
To begin
Both,
with,
ma'am.
I would encourage everyone. It's important to first recognize if a person has a mental health concern or not, right? For example, usually in the case of depression, you would see low mood, which is there for a long period of time. There could be frequent bouts of irritability, say
Yes.
suicidal ideation. There could be sudden changes in mood which is not explained, sudden changes in appetite, sudden changes in weight. They're losing interest in going out,
Conducting daily activities. Yes.
sleep difficulties, difficulty in decision making, their performance starts declining, and there are crying spells. These are a couple of things that you can watch out for. Okay, so I would
Yes,
direct
ma'am.
our viewers to, there are a lot of mental health professionals. I have also collected a couple of resources on the page, which you are more than welcome to use to
Yes,
recognize
ma'am.
the
Sure.
signs of various mental health concerns, right?
Mental.
Like,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
what are the signs? Anxiety, what are the signs? You don't have to get a degree. Some few
Yes,
signs,
ma'am.
if you're able to know, you can start being more sensitive towards them. Okay. For example,
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just give you an example, Shrikara. Let's say
Yes, ma'am.
I recently I was talking with one of my clients who is going through a very low mood. Okay, so she was telling me that every time she cries, okay, every time she cries, her family responds by saying, "Oh no, again she will cry, again she will make a big fuss. We can't deal with her," and they'll walk away, right? So moving away can actually be one of the worst things that you do to a person who's asking for your help. We don't
Yes, ma'am.
realize that these individuals are already finding it very difficult to talk about their issue, right? I think one of the responses which came from the viewers is that there's a lot of hesitancy from people from who are having mental health concerns itself to talk. I don't want to
Yes, ma'am.
come on the live and say now, for example, yes, Shrikara, I am also depressed. We don't want to talk about that. We are all worried about what the other person will say. How will
Yes,
they treat us differently? Because that is how we have been brought up. No, every time we put up a weakness in our culture, we have been treated differently.
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Every
ma'am.
time we talk about a fear, we have probably been laughed at or just given advice and pacified and sent off. It's never been discussed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's a very cultural thing, but also that we should not take it as something that can never be changed, right? You and I can be that change about how we start to respond or react and talk with a person who we feel needs some support, right? So I'll quickly go through a couple of things that can be done. When you first is, like I
Yes,
said,
ma'am.
you have to identify whether this person has a mental health concern or not. Very few people will talk about it directly. Very few people will come and tell,
Yes,
listen,
ma'am.
I'm not
I
feeling
have
too.
it, bro.
I feel a little sad. Not many would say that. Mostly,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
more likely to look at the behavioral changes, right? Like I spoke about
Yes, ma'am.
changes in
Mood
interest,
swings.
activities, mood swings, things like that. That is more observable.
Yes,
Less
ma'am.
likely people will come and tell you, listen, I need help. We are not the kind of culture which asks for help. We give advice.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
don't ask.
Ask for help. Yes, ma'am.
So the first thing is it's important to listen. Something which I feel is the easiest thing to do, but somehow
Yes,
we
ma'am.
don't do it. We don't listen. We advise. We tell
Yes, ma'am.
people like it will be
Do
okay.
this, do that. Yes, ma'am.
Do this. Yeah, exactly. Do this, do that. I'm sure you would have had experiences where
Yes, ma'am.
you might have expected somebody to listen to you, but you end up listening to advice, no? That
Yes, ma'am.
have this, probably drink alcohol or sleep tomorrow, it will be better. Why are you crying? You know that so many people are having 100 times more problem than you. Why are you complaining so much? You're so blessed. This will go away in a couple of days. Don't cry. We have always been, most of the times, we have been told in terms of negative emotions, we have been told not to feel that way.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't feel like that. Don't cry. Don't feel anxious. Why are you feeling anxious? And then we immediately stopped. Remember, I had put up this wonderful statement which I had listened to in a couple of talks, which is judgment can stop a conversation which needs to happen.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
Judgment can
It's true.
stop
Yes,
a
ma'am.
conversation that
Conversation
needs to
which needs to.
right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that judgment doesn't have to be verbal judgment, it can be non-verbal judgment. If a person says something to you and you don't react, that is a physiology,
You
a
look
change.
away or yes, ma'am.
If you turn away from them or you ignore them, right? I think
Yes, ma'am.
again, I'm bringing up experiences from my clients, like I spoke to you, that some of them say that when they are going through these difficult times, no, their friends just let them be. If they
It will
don't
pass
go and
off.
wait for 2 or 3 times, they'll try, then they'll say, okay, macha, he's not coming, let him be, it's okay, when he wants he will come.
He'll
But
come.
that's
Yes, ma'am.
for ignoring. For the other
Yes, ma'am.
person, it means that I already feel so low, I feel so hopeless. Now I continue to feel not wanted, right? This is an evidence that I'm not wanted. My friends also are not wanting me to be involved, right? But
Yes,
for
ma'am.
us, it's like, hey, I asked 3 times. What more I want? Do I have to go and physically hold his hand and bring him? We just put it off like that, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
simple statements that we can make, like I mentioned, you can say the right thing at the right time, or
Or
you may
not
not, or
talk
you
at
don't
all.
say anything at all at the right time,
Yes, ma'am.
which means you listen without judgment. Okay, so you listen without judgment. Second is, we are not, you and I are, okay, I am a professional, but the rest, you don't have to have a diagnosis. You don't need to get into a case where you say, in everyday language, to say, hey, this person is OCD, that one is depression case, this one is one mental case. We use this in our everyday language, and we
Yes,
use
ma'am.
it in a sense of humor. We don't use it as a serious discussion or a talk. We use it as a sense of humor.
Humor.
We use
Yes,
it to
ma'am.
put down a person, right? So these are things in everyday life you need to avoid. This language that we
Yes, ma'am.
use, we need to avoid, right? Ayo, I have an assignment, I am fully depressed. We just use that term
Yes,
so
ma'am.
loosely. But there is a person who's actually going through clinical depression. That is where we need to show some amount of sensitivity. So the first one is listen and understand. The second one is, if you know what they are going through, you can always read about it so that you know more about what they're going through rather than
Going through.
assuming.
Yes, ma'am.
The biggest fear is assuming like, oh, this person has mood swings, it means we have to leave them alone for some time, it will get better. Says who?
No.
Right? We become self-proclaimed doctors from some university, and we start either advice giving or dealing with them like that. Okay. The second thing is, if you don't know, ask. And asking means ask an open-ended question. Don't ask them, are you feeling sad? That means sad is the only option you're giving them. But ask them, how are you feeling today? How are you feeling? How are you doing today? What's happening? What's going on in your mind? So these are open questions where a person can respond with anything. You're not restricting, right? Imagine telling a person, I really hope you're not feeling sad and cranky, okay? So we are already telling them not to feel that.
Will
Right?
not talk at all.
Yeah. Then you're already
Yes.
saying, don't feel this way. I hope you're not feeling this way. Please don't tell me you're having a bad day again. Please don't tell me this. You're telling them not to say.
Avoiding them. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Right? So you're not really encouraging an open discussion with this individual here. So ask them how they are feeling. Don't be afraid to approach them and ask them how they are feeling. Sometimes it's okay not to ask at all also, but just be with them, right? So I remember when I was going through a very low phase, there were some friends of mine who kept pushing me to be involved in activities, which helped me. But I also had friends who would come and sit with me, not talk at all. I would be watching a movie or staring at my phone, but they would come and sit with me. They would not ask me anything, but just the presence of another person will make you feel better.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Because
Definitely.
these
Yes,
are
ma'am.
states where you don't like to feel alone, but you don't know also how to ask for help. So just the physical presence of another person can make a person feel better. So
Better. Yes.
listen, don't judge, ask questions, ask open-ended questions. That is, how are you feeling? How are you doing today? And sometimes it's okay to just not ask also, and just to be physically present for the person. Okay.
Yes.
And show a lot of love and compassion. Now, these are words we see everywhere, but somehow I feel like we don't practice it.
Use them. Yes, ma'am. We don't
We
practice them.
practice it, right? I don't know how we function. Sometimes when I think of it, I get very scared about the human race. Okay, these are things which are so easy to practice: love and compassion. I'll give you an
Yes, ma'am.
example. Okay, just recently I saw a video of a person who is a transgender. Okay, but he has come out and he is talking about something that he saw today. It was a very normal video, right? It was supposed to be funny because of what he saw. But if you look at the comment section below, there are so many hateful comments about his appearance, right? That's not love. That's not compassion. It can really hurt a person. We don't
Hurt
know
them.
what
Yes,
the
ma'am.
person is going through, and we don't know by just putting out a comment out there saying that, look at his hair, or what an expression. We don't know that we might be pulling out what insecurities a person might already have. So the
Yes, ma'am.
simplest thing that you could do is practice love and compassion. That will move you away from hate, right?
Yes.
We really don't know that funny comment that we are making, we are getting 100 people liking our comment, but it's destroying a person. So
Yes, ma'am.
rather than saying the wrong thing, be focused on saying the right thing.
Right thing.
Practice love, practice compassion. If someone asks, even if a person doesn't ask for help, you can always approach them and say something like, I know that you've been feeling a little low. I can sense
Low.
that things are changing. Things have been very different in the last week or two. Is there something that you would like to talk about?
Yes,
Right? For example, let's say that you've invited your friends to all go out, and this one friend says, I'm not feeling
I'm
okay.
not
Let me
coming.
just be. What do? We walk away and say, okay, right?
Okay, it's
But
okay.
if that one person decides to say, hey, is everything okay? And if that person says, hey, nothing, I don't want to talk about it. That's the first reaction of most people who have mental health concerns. They don't want to
Yes,
talk
ma'am.
about it.
Sure.
It's not
Talk
easy.
about it. Yes, ma'am.
It's so difficult to talk about a weakness, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Even leave a mental health weakness. No, if I failed in a paper, also, I will not come and show off to anybody. I will not talk about it, right?
Yes,
Even
ma'am.
if it's a 1 mark fail, I'll not talk about it. So, if a friend like that decides to stay back, right, you can ask him, hey, is everything okay? I've been noticing that for the last couple of weeks, you have not been
There are
coming
some
out with
changes.
us. Is there something you would want to talk to me about? Even if not now, I'm there. Whenever you want to talk, please, I'm there. Let's say
Yes,
he still says, no, I don't want to talk about it. You can still choose to remain behind at home and just be with him, even without talking. Just tell her, okay, you
yes,
know
ma'am.
what? Instead of going out, I'll stay inside. We'll probably just watch a movie, right? We'll just watch a movie, or let's just carry on with our work. Whenever you feel like it, you can talk to me. If not, also, let's have a good time. But your
Yes, ma'am.
decision there can really change a person's life and make him feel that, you know what, I don't have to talk, because they may not always be ready to talk about it, right? Like I said, when I was going through a very low phase in my life, it took me almost 2 months to talk about it. And I'm a psychologist. It should be easy for me, but it's not,
Yes, ma'am.
right? It's definitely not. It's not easy. So create the kind of an environment where a person will feel more safe talking about their emotions to you, right? When they say, this is a thought which has come in my head, don't push it off. Don't tell them
Yes,
they
ma'am.
shouldn't feel that way, right? Don't tell
It's
them
normal to
that,
feel that way. Yes,
don't give
ma'am.
advice.
Yes, ma'am.
You should take that designation board of advice giver and throw it
Advice
off.
giver. Yes, ma'am.
And throw it off. Okay, listen to them, right? Create an environment where no matter what they share, you just listen. That's so safe, right? What is so difficult in listening? It means you just keep this closed and you just keep this open. That's
Yes,
it. You listen. And trust me, most of the people who have mental health concerns, most of them, they actually are not looking for advice. They are looking for a space where they
for
can talk,
support. Yes, ma'am.
where they
Yes, ma'am.
can talk, when
Talk.
someone can listen to them. I would say that, a significant amount of distress is reduced when the person is able to
Talks.
talk about
Opens
it.
out. Yes, ma'am.
That itself
Yes,
will
ma'am.
solve most of it. In fact, I feel sometimes in a client session, after you let them talk for the first 20-25 minutes, you can naturally see that their mood is getting better, because all that
Yes, ma'am.
negativity, they have a space to talk about it. And in a counseling session, you're not judged,
Yes, ma'am.
right? But with friends, we fear it. With family, we fear it.
We
With
fear
this
it.
in
Yes, ma'am.
society, it's even
Society,
it's
it's
worse.
horrible.
But
Yes, ma'am.
Shrikara,
Society
society is
always judges. Yes,
society
ma'am.
is you and me. We make up society. So
Yes, ma'am.
we can make that
We
change
should.
little by
Yes,
little,
ma'am.
right? So open communication, create a space where open communication is encouraged. All of us will probably go on to maybe starting our own families at some point of time. Right from childhood, it's important that the family environment is not a critical environment where you're picked on for small weaknesses, where you're told not to feel a particular way. You should always encourage children to be open with their emotions, positive or negative. This, if that is not the environment in which you have been brought up, when you move on, when you have your own friendship environments, your class environment, you practice the same thing. You practice what you want for yourself. You want security, safety, people to be nice to you, so you do the same. Practice love and compassion, right?
Yes, ma'am.
um, don't give advice, right? No advice. And also, I think I would also focus on things, Shrikara, about things that you shouldn't say.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's really important, ma'am. Yes,
It's important that we don't tell them that it will be okay and then walk away. What will be okay?
ma'am.
We are not even trying to understand the it.
Yes. Problem. Yes, ma'am.
So don't try and tell them it will be okay. Don't worry. Don't overthink. Don't feel sad. Don't cry. Sleep, it will get better. Smile. When you think positive thoughts, it will all be okay. It's not that easy for them. They will not be able to do any of that. Some of them will say, worse is if you direct them towards alcohol use. I would say
Yes, ma'am.
there is a population which also says, if I drink, it will be better. I can forget, I can sleep. That is the worst thing. I would rate that as the worst thing. Okay, no substance use as a solution
Yes, ma'am.
for any kind of mental health concerns. Okay, and also telling people that why what do you have in life to be sad for, and telling them, see, you have your family, you have this, and now
You
making
have
it all
friends
about
and all.
yourself. At least you have this. I don't even have that and I'm happy. Why are you sad? No, this is not about you. It's about them,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
If they have decided to come to you, or you know that a person is going through a low time, it's not about you, it's about them, right? I think a
Yes, ma'am.
beautiful example here also I have is, recently I also had a call with a particular student of mine who identified that her friend was going through suicidal ideations, right? And what she has beautifully done is created a support system through all their friends, not to make him feel worse, but or not to be afraid of him, but a support system to always help him be positive. They take turns to check on him. They take turns to drop in at home, right? They've involved the
That,
parents. They take him out for meals. They work on a project together. Things like that, where you make a person feel involved,
but
right?
yes, ma'am.
Something
Feel
like, say,
secure. Yes, ma'am.
the person feels that I am unwanted, I am unloved. What is the purpose in life? Where am I going with my life? There is no hope in the future. Something like that, right? But if you
Yes,
do
ma'am.
something, you keep them involved. No, you give them the person just needs something to look forward to. That is
Yes,
not
ma'am.
your responsibility, but you can be there, right? I would always say something like this, right? It's not, you should not let their hand go, but at least lead them to a place where they're comfortable, or
Yes, ma'am.
refer, right? That's something which I think all of us should be educated in, is understanding or at least knowing what mental health professionals you can connect to. Right now, if you go online, you have a lot of helpline numbers, you have a lot of data about mental health professionals in your area. Don't just
Yes,
print
ma'am.
one list and give it to your friend and say, here, please go and get yourself better and come. We can't deal with this big masala in your life. No, tell him,
No,
see,
yes,
I
ma'am.
to talk to someone, you might feel better, right? I am there to listen to you. I may not be able to help you recover,
Help you out.
but I'm here
Yes,
to
ma'am.
listen. And no matter what you say, there are no judgments. I will listen. I just want you to talk. What's going on? Tell me. Talk to
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
That's it. Talk to me. Listen. No judgments. And if you feel that it is something significant, that the person is really having a struggle, then you refer, right? You
Yes,
refer
ma'am.
him to a mental health professional, not by saying go, but by doing the footwork. See, this is not a big responsibility. No, all that you have to do is take a number
Take him
and
over.
tell him,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to call this person and make an appointment. The better thing you can do is tell him, say, I will come with you for the appointment. Let's
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
It will help you.
Let's go. Yes, ma'am.
I am coming. I'll come with you, right? That's like walking along with the person. That's support, not taking an arrow and saying, go there, right? Because when a person is having distress, they don't even have motivation, right? When
Yes,
a
ma'am.
person is having zero motivation and you come in like a boss and say, go, they will not feel like
They,
doing it.
they
They've
will.
already lost
Yes, ma'am.
interest in everything, right? So some of the things that we are fearing, okay, some of the questions which came up from the audience about, even now, if any of you have questions, you can definitely leave it in the comment section and I will answer it for you. Um,
Yes, ma'am.
right. So a couple of the questions which came up is, what if I say the wrong thing? Right? So that is where education is important. That is where you have to learn about what not to say to them.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And if you don't know what to say, I don't think
Just
you need to be educated or to do a course to know how to listen. That is the
It's
easiest
as
thing.
simple as that. Yes, ma'am.
If you don't know what to say, then just listen.
Yes,
Listen and be more appreciative, show more love, so show more concern. For all of this, you don't need to be educated, no? So if you don't know what to say, do all of these other things, right? And also another thing which said is, what if the person becomes dependent on me, right? What if I say something and he realizes, oh, this friend is there, and then every day starts calling me? People are afraid that it will become their responsibility.
responsibility. Yes, ma'am.
Remember, it's not about your discomfort, it's about them. So, to a person when he asks, how long should I
How
stay?
long should I see you?
All right. So there is no restricted duration. We never go to a psychiatrist. We don't go to a psychiatrist and say, I only want to see you for 1 month
Once,
or 2 months, right?
2 months.
It all
Yes,
depends
ma'am.
on the intensity and severity of the symptoms that the person is going through. So if they are going to a psychiatrist, sometimes the psychiatrist will feel, okay, medication is not necessary, counseling would be enough. So they'll refer them to a counselor. Sometimes immediate management, if the symptoms are very severe, the psychiatrist will tell, okay, for 2 months, for 3 months, you do this. Then,
Yes, ma'am.
depending on the progress, we'll see. Right? So it is not that once you go to a psychiatrist, they will keep you there for 10 years and make money out of you. No.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Food related, once it starts getting better, even they will push you towards counseling. They will push you
Yes,
towards
ma'am.
therapy. Counseling and therapy, it equips you with skills which you can use to manage your own emotions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Earlier, the method you were using 100 times didn't work. Now, counseling and therapy will give you more skills, more management, right? Um, right. So, many people
Yes.
misunderstand depression to negative thinking, and many people recommend not to be around negative thinkers. Can you please explain the difference between depression and negative thinking? Okay, so that's a very good question.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
Negative thinking is one aspect of depression. Depression is a whole different picture by itself,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Like I spoke about in the beginning, I think, Saranya, that in the case of depression, it's negative thinking is there, negative about themselves, about the future, about their lives. There will be negativity, but they will also have other symptoms like crying, spells. They might lose weight,
Yes, ma'am.
eat a lot, sleep less, sleep a lot, not be
Mood
able to.
swing. Yes, ma'am.
Social relationships will be failing. Suicidal ideations might be there. They may not be able to focus, concentrate, etc.
Yes, ma'am.
Negativity, a person who's just generally negative about the way they approach life, like we say pessimism, optimism, it's like that,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Those people that you can decide, if a person makes you feel constantly negative and you feel that this is just a thinking process and you prefer not being around with the person, then don't just walk. Even from that person, I would say, don't walk away from people without them knowing why you're walking away from them. No, we just keep walking, walking, walking when it's not
Yes,
comfortable.
ma'am.
See what is it that you can do. If it's a good friend of yours who's having a very negative attitude towards life, you can work with them. Give them examples about how just by changing their perspective, life can get better or things can get better, right? So make your friends group also be more diverse. It's not just you and this other person, right? If you are in a
Yes,
place
ma'am.
where it's filled with positivity, your thoughts will also change, but that
Yes, ma'am.
cannot happen in the case of clinical depression. You take a very depressed person and put him next to a happy person, it will not change, right? Because, like I said, it's a huge presentation in itself, right? Ma'am, I'm sorry, I lost a question here. What should I answer if the person asks me, what will you do if you are in my position? Okay, that's a very interesting question as well, Bindu. So, if a person asks you, what will what will you do if you're in my position? The simplest thing is you are not in their position, right? Don't answer saying, if I were in your position, then I will do, and give advice through that, right? Be genuine and tell them, see, honestly, I don't know what I will do, but I would be very happy if I have somebody who would be there to listen to me. And I am trying to be that person for you, right? And when you talk about it, maybe we could figure something out. If not, also, we can always get help, right? I think the first thing I would want if this was happening to me is I would want someone to listen to me. And that's how we can start off with. I want to hear you out. What are you going through? I don't want to give advice because my life is not the same as your life. My family is not the same as your family. My experiences are not the same as
Not the
yours.
same. Yes, ma'am.
Advice. I can give you suggestions maybe, but I can't guarantee what it will do for you. We can brainstorm, you can talk it out, but if it really worries you, we can get help. That's something you can say. Never
Yes, ma'am.
assume that you know their life and end up giving advice. Huh? Nobody knows
Yes, ma'am.
anybody's life. How do
Yes,
you
yes,
make
ma'am.
a parent understand about mental health concerns? Yes. So I think the older population is definitely more, what do you say, their knowledge about mental health awareness might be very different about how the youngsters like us
Yes, ma'am.
have an understanding of mental health awareness. At the same time, we should not assume that parents will not understand at all. We don't have to walk up to them and say she needs a psychiatrist. That is bang on the face, too much of information, something which they don't believe in, etc. But something small, okay? For example, Shrikara, this example I gave, right, about this
Yes, ma'am.
student of mine, how actively she involved the friends into
Everyone.
this.
Yes, ma'am. Friends, family. Yes, ma'am.
They also involved the family. So what
Family.
they
Yes,
ensured,
ma'am.
they told the family, see, he's going, that he's been feeling very low. So right now, instead of asking him, why are you feeling low? Why are you feeling low 100 times? Let's make sure that the
He don't feel
environment
like that.
is
Yes,
happy,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
He probably needs someone to talk to and he's afraid to talk, right? So he should not feel that you will reject him if he talks. So you could ask him, not tell mom or dad, ask him once a day, once in 2 days, ask him, is there something you would want to talk about? And I always feel that it's important you ask that person when others are not around, right? So if you're in a group
Yes,
of
ma'am.
people and this person
It's
is,
not.
his face is looking very disturbed, in front of 5 people, if you ask him, hey, what's going on, they're not going to tell you. So
Yes,
always
ma'am.
find a space which is just you and the other person,
Other
and
person.
patiently explain it to them, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Patiently explain it to them in terms that they can understand,
That's done. Yes, ma'am.
not all these big terms which they may not be able to understand, right?
Understand.
I
Yes, ma'am.
can actually give you an example. Okay, so when I was interning
Yes,
at
ma'am.
a hospital with cancer patients, I saw this doctor really influenced me a lot because he explained chemotherapy. I saw him explain chemotherapy to a manual laborer. I think he was an agriculture related, profession, a farmer maybe. I saw him
Maybe. Yes, ma'am.
explain chemotherapy to a farmer and chemotherapy to a scientist in two different ways, but in ways they could understand. He
Understand.
spoke
Yes, ma'am.
about how there are weeds and how sometimes we have to put pesticides to get rid of
Pesticides.
that the good plants will grow. But that is how the farmer can understand in their
Understand.
way.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's important that we do that and keep some adult involved, especially when a younger person is in it's younger person's
Having this.
mental health. Like for example, if your classmate is having a mental health concern, if they are like 18, 19, 20 years old, you just don't drag them off and take responsibility for yourself. A family support system is very important.
Very
Okay.
important. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're having a lot of questions. I don't know if we
Question.
have time.
We have another
Shrikara,
7 minutes more, ma'am.
in case we don't
Ma'am.
have time, also for those of you who are sending in questions, I can see that some of them I've already addressed them as information material on my page. You can definitely check that out. We have a question about suicidal ideations. How do you intervene? All of this material is already there on my page. So I would really direct you
Yes,
to
ma'am.
go check that. Um, right. I think we can take one more question. Vipul, what do you do when you see someone facing mental health issues if we don't know them, like a colleague? See, this is about familiarity. I think in our culture, no, we even start picking up a conversation with a person who's sitting next to us in the bus or sitting next to us in the train. There, it's so
Yes, ma'am.
comfortable. But here again, the difficulty is because it's a mental health concern. We should not be
Yes, ma'am.
hesitant hesitant to talk to anybody about it. First, we have to be comfortable talking about it ourselves. Then only
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
start approaching other people. So if we see that
Other
a
people.
person is distressed, even if it's a colleague that you don't know well, nothing has to stop you from asking them, hey, how are you feeling? Is there something which is bothering you? Right? Even if they, and give them that hope that, see, even if it's not me, I really think that whatever it is that is bothering you, it will help to talk about it to someone. I am there, you can still talk to me, right? I'm concerned as a colleague. This is the changes that I've noticed in you and I'm concerned. That's all that they want, Shikara. They just want to
Yes, ma'am.
know
Support.
people care about them. We all want
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
no? Why is this any different? They also want it. We also want it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like that.
Everyone needs
Okay?
it. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Ma'am, if we face some sort of depression and we try to forget it, but when we see some people or some places, then we remember that situation and again we feel depressed. What so
Post-traumatic stress.
yeah,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
if people or events are bringing up memories or bringing up emotions in you, it means that you have not dealt with it, that you are
Yes,
trying to
ma'am.
avoid dealing
Avoid it. Yes, ma'am.
by just changing the location, place, or people. So I would suggest that if it keeps coming up again, that you actually get some professional help rather than running away from things
From
which
it. Yes,
remind
ma'am.
you. Deal with the emotions itself. There are a lot of healthy ways that mental health professionals will help you out with to deal with that, and you can process those emotions better. Right? So we are not magicians. We don't, wave a wand and make your issues just go away.
Go away.
It's
Yes,
just
ma'am.
when you have a fresh perspective and more coping skills, it will definitely help, right? And that is
Yes,
what mental health professionals do. They help you manage yourself better.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's as simple as that. Okay. So I think before we wind up, yes, I think we have a question here. Um, did this ever happen to you? Yes, I was just talking to Shrikara about it. I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
about
About that.
4 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I did go through a very low phase for about 2 to 3 months, and the good thing is my parents were very supportive of me. I never talked to them directly because I had all those reservations myself, but I had people around me to support me, and it took me a long way to get there, even as a psychologist. And I realized that maybe if I had approached for help faster, that I would have reached a better place faster. No regrets, but everybody, I would say, like I mentioned, 1 in 6 people actually go through it,
Go
right?
through it.
It's
Yes,
very
ma'am.
common. And nowadays, as life is going on, stresses are increasing, coping skills are going down.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
there are more chances that a person is going to go through something which is a mental health related, right? So it's important that all of us equip ourselves to manage ourselves better. And the things that I've left you with, no, like practicing love, compassion,
Yes. Love and
listening.
affection. Yes, ma'am.
You don't need to be
Listening
trained
without
for
judgment. Yes, ma'am.
it, right? You're human. You can do it. It's a part of you, right?
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
something that is very useful. And most importantly, I think this is something I forgot to mention, Shikara, is
Mm.
stop playing the blame game, right? We are not
Yes, ma'am.
investigating.
Yes, ma'am.
Go tell them, see, are you feeling sad because your girlfriend left you? Are you feeling sad because you failed? That is not what the person wants to hear, right? So stop blaming, right? And start doing, start supporting, stop finding causes and root cause and investigating and all of these things which are of no use. right? You're just reminding the person again of something they already know. So stop putting the blame inside, because when you put the blame, right, you start victimizing the person, right? For
Yes, ma'am.
example, if I say, Shrikara, it's your fault, then you will feel like a victim. But
Yes, ma'am.
instead, it's important to empower the person. When you empower a person, you're putting that person up. You're telling him he can. So
You can.
stop
Yes, ma'am.
blaming, start empowering, is what I would say. So I think those are a couple of things I can leave you with. And if there are further questions, you can definitely drop it to
Reach
me.
out to that cell. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You can
Yeah,
leave a
yes,
question
ma'am.
on my inbox. We have questions that run the whole month through. You can connect with me anytime, and
Sure, ma'am.
I'll be more than happy to answer that on my page. Okay, so thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
so much, Shrikara. I think we finished just in time. Is that it?
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute.
Another 1 minute more. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you for the session, ma'am.
Yeah,
Hope
thank you so
all
much.
those people who have listened will change their
Thank you so much.
perspective. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
No borders can hold you.